Yeah. Terminology. Yo. Yo. Watch out. No doubt. No doubt.
There you go. All right, so we live here in New York City, downtown. This is what, around 14th Street?
13th Street.
13th. Okay, between 13th and 14th. We've been having the argument all day.
I'm not having an argument. You've only ever said 14th Street like at a couple taxes ago.
I was told 13th and
Washington at 13th Street. It's in the email that we got.
All right.
It is. That's right.
You know what I do? I just like go like this. I put it myself with the mirror. That's how we cover it.
Wow, mirror. You even got a mirror in there.
All right. Alright, so today we had a chance to play the new DLC for Grand Theft Auto 4, The Lost and Damned. And first of all, I'm going to introduce, you want to do an introduction yourself?
Oh, yeah. I'm Morgan from Gamertag.
And you look very tired.
Oh, it's, what time is it? 1:20 in the morning.
Yes. Alright. You? With the Assassin's Creed shirt at the Rockstar event?
Yeah.
Mech Angel.
Yeah, that's
She's
it.
a cadet for the Ragdoll.
That's it. She's an Xbox MVP, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Gamer chicks.
That's 80% of the population here.
And happy.
And happy.
There you go. Cool.
I am Knuckles Dawson with AchievementHunter.com and
You got your lips there. Lips.
Lips.
There you go.
There we go.
No, there you go. The whole
See,
thing.
there we go. You want to hold? No. What are you doing?
You're not framing yourself well.
That's because I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Jason. I can't get my eyes off of him. Perfect. I'm perfect. Thank you. In that case, Knuckles Dawson, aka David Dreger from AchievementHunter.com, aka Rooster Teeth, using.
And you're an Xbox MVP.
This is true.
Yeah.
Woohoo! MVP.
And then sitting in the corner is.
I'm the Peanut Gallery. I'm also kind of from Rooster Teeth, I guess. I'm Casey.
You're Rooster Teeth community.
I'm Rooster Teeth. I do age shit.
Yeah, she is an Achievement Hunter mod.
So I'm Church's wife. That's good enough.
That's her username, not her actual, marital status.
I'm married to
I was
Bernie
gonna
Birds.
say.
All right, so we had a chance to play the game finally today at the event. So Morgan, let's start off with you, man. What you thought about the whole DLC? You liked it?
Yeah, I can't say too much about it, but...
well, wait, I'm not releasing this till Thursday.
Today, it is currently Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
There you
when
go.
you receive it.
1:20 in the morning.
There you
No,
go.
it's 1 p.m. Eastern Thursday when this is being viewed by people. Therefore, the embargo has been lifted and we can talk about it as much as we want.
Yes, so go for
Yeah,
it.
that works. All right. Yeah, I think it was nice. I think it brought a lot of diversity to the game itself, especially in multiplayer.
That means you play the original Grand Theft Auto 4?
Yeah, I've spent a little bit of time in the multiplayer and the single player. This brings a whole lot of new content, both in a campaign sort of mode, but really steps it up as far as multiplayer. The different game modes. There's one that's sort of reminiscent to Road Rash of old, where you're on bikes. It's a racing with bats.
Sounds pretty
And
fun.
nunchucks. So what you do is you'd hold the X button to do the left attack, and then you'd hit the B button to do the right attack, and to the right would be nunchucks, left would be your bat. So that's how that worked. And if you held it, you would sort of get your swing ready and smack it, and you could like knock people off their bikes or at least slow them down so you could win the race. Really mix it up from the racing that you had in the original Grand Theft Auto 4 where you'd have the guns. And it sort of made it a little bit more of an intimate experience and more on the driving skill than just you can like shoot at the other people's tires.
All right. So I mean, people might complain that this is a little bit too expensive.
Have they given a price?
It's 1600.
So $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So personally, I think it's worth it though. That for that price, because we were there for hours and hours playing that game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we were. The only thing I would have to say is you would have to be interested in GTA to probably pick this up. I mean, if you...
We already own the game.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true. But if you're the type that kind of threw it off to the side after you played a little bit, maybe you got a little tired, some of the gameplay obviously is going to be repetitive. It's the same game itself. Whether or not game types is... I mean, like Halo. Halo is the same game. You have different scenarios, but it's essentially the same game. If you're interested in the way Grand Theft Auto handled the way the multiplayer works, things like that. I don't see any reason not to get it.
Megan, what about you? You're like laying down in bed, and what about you? Any opinion about the game?
I had a lot of fun. I kind of got shot a lot, but
Yes.
I mean, I still had fun.
You're always flying with your
Yeah, I know.
motorcycle.
The controls are a little touchy at times. Sometimes you just start doing 180s when you didn't mean to, but started getting the hang of it by the end of the.
But it has to be said that the handling and the mechanics of the bikes themselves have been vastly improved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
True. So, which one is your favorite mode?
I like the racing as well.
The one with the bats, or no
Yeah.
bats at all?
Yeah, with the bats.
Okay.
The road rash style racing.
That's really cool. I know that there was another one too, Territories. What do you thought about that? It was okay, right?
It was interesting because you've got a little bit of AI and human elements. So you sort of have to plan your attacks and work together. Whether it's work, together, or everybody branching out to get the different areas. So basically, they have a section of the map within the greater map, and they have, I think it was 8 or 9 different areas that you could secure, and you have somebody in there to go out, and the AI is your defense in these areas, and you go out and you take the enemy defense, and that becomes your area.
Yeah, very reminiscent of the territorial stuff that you found in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, actually. Sort of like you'd have these sort of little subsections that you would go to, and there was a similar game, like all the multiplayer sort of like modified variations, plus some new stuff from what we had in the original Grand Theft Auto 4, because we sort of had a sort of gang turf-ish area, sort of like a territories capture the thing to get points, whereas here you're trying to capture all of the areas within a time limit, or own as much of it as possible when the time runs out. And it was cool to have things like when you capture things, when you go to one that's not captured as neutral, there's still going to be a couple of AI guys there, and then you take them out, and then you gain control. And when you own it, you'll have like 5 people there as opposed to the 2 that you come across in the first place. And there's also cool things like there's another racing one called Lone Wolf, where it's sort of like everyone against one, sort of like Juggernaut kind of idea, where you have one guy on a bike who's trying to like run away from everyone else, and he's accumulating time while they're all trying to kill him. And once they kill him,
You did pretty good on that one, right? On that.
I won the last game of the day. I won in one capture time of getting first in the 5 minutes, and every 2 minutes it'll actually peak, and you have to while you're as the lone wolf, there are checkpoints that you have to go to allow your total time gap to go higher. So if you just are racing around in a circle, you're going to cap out at 2 minutes unless you go hit a checkpoint at a specific point in the map. And that was fun. And if you get killed, if you kill someone, you become the lone wolf, and you have 10 seconds of invincibility, so you don't have to get like spawn raped or whatever. Because you just if you do I need to censor that one?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Well, if you just like take out the lone wolf, and then suddenly you're just as susceptible to bullets as your only weakness.
Yeah.
How'd you know? Then that'd be kind of cheap. So you got 10 seconds to get back on the bike if you were off of it, and GTFO essentially.
Yeah, right.
And to get to a checkpoint or to increase your time limit. So that was a lot of fun, and they also had deathmatch, team deathmatch stuff.
Yeah.
Same stuff they had from the previous one, and there was another one. I can't remember what they called, but you had it was the SWAT, the noose,
Oh, that one was
versus
pretty
the.
sweet. I like that one.
Yeah, you'd have a group of guys on bikes and a group of cops in SWAT cars, as well as one that's sort of in this big sort of armored school bus. Yeah. And they're trying to get from point A to point B and like drop off protected witnesses. And in the meantime, the Lost are trying to take down the bus, and that's sort of got its own sort of health bar on the screen. And speaking of the screen itself, I liked how the Lost and Damned content had a completely sort of revitalized user interface. Like all of the the radar all sort of had like sort of gritty to it, and the fonts for locations in the bottom right when you're going to new districts or getting into a car was all changed and sort of be more chopper-like with like how it's like the pointy lettering, and everything sort of had this. Well, it all had a new look to it, and it all sort of it differentiated itself from the original GTA 4, which was nice.
So I wanna ask you guys about the overall like the event.
The event itself?
Yeah, the event itself.
The event itself was nice.
It ended pretty good though too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, we talked about that.
We had a climax.
Matter of fact, can you bring the
Megan, you're a showgirl.
nice.
There you go.
Bow.
Look at that. Record. Like she's like going on a mission.
She's unboxing.
There you go.
Oh yeah, we have an
Try-
Unbox.
Oh yes.
All right. She's modeling too. Woohoo!
Woo!
Yeah. Look at that. All right. So that one is
Yeah, show the front.
this one is number 12.
12 of 190.
Of one-
Hold it still so I can actually get
There
on
you
that.
go.
There we go.
All right. Cool. So yeah, that's what's going on. And
So the 4 MVPs here got our hands on a
nice.
Elite limited edition Lost
Shiny.
Damned. I don't know.
Shiny.
I am literally without speech right now. It is
Shiny.
shiny and sexy, and
Woo!
I don't know what to do with it.
I know what to do with it.
It's more for display than play.
So if I get the red rings, that's staying home. I'm not saying that out just in case, you know.
And then there's a Statue of Happiness statue. They're giving those out at the launch as well. Let's get that in the better lighting right there. So we
Yeah,
get a good look
it's
at that.
good. It's good right there.
And yeah, so
And you got a
cool things just got a nice
right?
little
Let me show this.
Rockstar thing. Plus they are also giving out
Oh, there's chalk in there too.
there
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so that's a pool cue with Lost and Damned art on it. Says Grand Theft Auto. And then the other thing has if you rotate it on the other side, you'll see some Lost and Damned stuff somewhere on there.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it there?
I could have sworn I saw it on mine.
It's around here somewhere.
What?
What's that?
It says Grand Theft Auto Lost and Damned, not just Grand Theft Auto 4 on it. But
Yeah.
either way, kick-ass
Kick-ass.
pool cues and
That was
pool
fun,
cues and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to thank Rockstar Games
And Microsoft.
and Microsoft
And Microsoft for putting this up and setting this up here.
It was fun, man. It was fun. Plus, I haven't seen you guys in a long time. You know?
Yeah.
Been-
Oh, it's great
It's been
catching up.
since PAX, I think, with you.
Yeah.
Was it last year or the one for PAX? The last PAX.
I saw you at PAX away.
PAX.
Yep.
PAX.
PAX. I mean, we all go to PAX. PAX is
Yeah.
the place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now they're having them twice a year in 2010 with
Yep.
the one in Boston.
Seriously.
Boston.
Wow.
East Coast.
I'm just gonna go.
All right, so if you have a chance to go to the West Coast PAX or the East Coast one, which one do you choose?
Both.
I'm going to both myself.
You're closer to the East Coast.
Well, I always
Yeah,
go to the
I am,
West
but
Coast one.
I happen to enjoy Seattle's
But I think this year the East Coast one is going to be pretty big.
Not this year. It's next year.
next year.
I mean, sorry, next year.
I have family in Boston, so.
Cool.
All right. Peace.